You've heard of APIs, you've seen JSON, but have you ever watched your browser make an API call in real time and actually read what came back? Last video, we learned that an API is a contract. Give me this, I give you that. A client sends a request, a server sends back a response. Today we're going to fire that contract from the simplest client you already have, your browser. The server we'll use is called JSONPlaceholder, a free public REST API designed for testing. It has no real data and no auth required. It's the perfect playground. Here's the JSONPlaceholder website. It's a fake REST API that returns realistic data, posts, comments, users, and more. The API exposes 6 routes. Each one is a different resource. This slide is the API contract. You pick a route, you get the data for that resource. /posts, 100 posts, /users, 10 users. Each route is a promise the server makes. This is the contract. Let's see it in action. I'm opening the JSONPlaceholder site in my browser and opening DevTools. You can do this with F12 or right-click and inspect. I'll click on the Network tab. Now I'll reload the page. Watch the Network tab light up. Every single HTTP request the browser makes is listed here. Each one has a name, a status code, and a resource type. I'll click on the first request, the root request for the homepage itself. Let's look at the response. What we see here is an HTML file. The server is returning a web page. That's the resource for the root route. This is a standard browser request. The client asked for a page, the server responded with HTML. Now let's try one of the API routes. I'll add /posts to the URL and press enter. Look at that. Instead of a rendered web page, the browser is showing us raw JSON, an array of post objects. The browser made a GET request to /posts, and the server responded with the data for that resource. If we look at the Network tab, we can see the post request. The response is a JSON array, 100 items, each with an ID, a title, and a body. This is exactly the API contract in action. We told the server what we wanted, and it gave us back structured data. So what just happened? Your browser, the client, sent an HTTP GET request to the JSONPlaceholder server. The route told the server which resource you wanted, and the server responded with either an HTML document or a JSON array, depending on the route. This is what every REST API interaction looks like. The browser did it for you this time. But you can make the same request from any HTTP client, including dedicated API tools built for developers. In this video, we used the browser as an HTTP client to call a real REST API. We watched live requests in the Network tab and saw the difference between requesting a page and requesting a data resource. In the next video, we'll make the same request, but using a dedicated API client called Bruno. It gives us much more control, and it's the tool developers actually use when working with APIs. If this clicked for you, subscribe. I cover practical development concepts like this every week. And if you want the full AI-assisted development workflow from start to finish, the Udemy course link is pinned in the comments.